Thank you for joining me, Director West.
It's always a pleasure on my end.
Well, then cut to the chase. What do you have?
Okay, well, where to start? We contacted our agents, Agnes, Flux, Duffy, and Strauss on, I believe it would have been October 15th or 16th. October 16th. And we gave them 24 hours to arrive at the meeting place. Obviously, we were nervous to bring in Agnes on such a personal case. It isn't every day that the team has to investigate the suicide of one of their former teammates. Once everyone arrived, they were briefed on the task at hand and basically our concerns on the location. From there, the agents left in the morning. They arrived in the town on October 17th, around 9 a.m. From what I can tell, they began their investigation shortly after that. 2 of them went to see the house, while 2 others went to investigate the green box. I was informed by the agents that visited the house that they found some writing in blood on the front of the house. Apparently it said, quote, "Hell is me." One of the agents also claimed that they heard Moonlight Sonata coming from inside the house.
Is that all?
Oh, sir. That's just the beginning. Welcome back, everybody, to the Chaos Engine podcast as we play through Delta Greens in a little campaign we call Dark Thoughts. I am your GM, Chris. This is episode 2. I'm joined at the table again by a lovely group of human beings. They are going to be naming themselves right now as I keep talking because they're staring at each other awkwardly. And someone should take over from me because I'm going to keep rambling.
Yeah,
I'm a rambling man.
I'm Tyler, and hopefully by the end of this episode, you recognize my voice.
Nope.
You can pick me out. Who knows? We'll see.
I'm Misha. I sound like a 12-year-old boy. So if I do any anime dubs, that's who I'll be cast as.
I'm Cody. That's me. I'm Cody. Hi.
My name is Jake. Hello.
There you go. Audio on this one, again, not going to be the best. After this one, it's going to be dope as fuck, we promise. I probably shouldn't say that because people will still find something to nitpick. But god damn it, we're doing our best.
You're hyping it up.
We're hyping
They're
it.
going to listen to it through some bad speakers and then complain about it.
Probably. If you want to know, we're playing Delta Green. If you want to learn anything about the system, go back and listen to our episode 0, where we create characters and then I discuss the system for y'all, give you a little breakdown of what the fuck's about to happen. So yeah, with that, enjoy the episode, and we'll catch you on the flippity floppy. We see Agent Strauss and Reflux pilot into, are you taking Flux's Jeep, or are we going to take the company car? What are you guys thinking? I'm assuming they probably gave you like a Honda Accord or Acura.
I would suggest that we drive in my
Yeah.
my car.
Okay. I'll trust his car.
So we see you guys stop off at the local vape shack. Get your strawberry vape.
Vaporama.
Vaporama. I was trying to think of a clever vape name for Ellensburg, but I can't think of
Yeah,
anything.
it's
So.
just e-vape.
Yeah. E-vape. No, there is a store there called E-vape, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys stop it. We're not going to use that in case they're still in
Yeah,
business.
true.
So, Vaporama, get your vape, and then we see you guys drive to the address of the green box that you have.
Yeah, you said it was unit number
2230.
2230 at a Stormore.
Stormore.
Which, at this time, was it Stormore? I think it's still Stormore. Now they're all Life Storages.
Oh, nice. I just went with that name. I didn't know it was an actual company.
Yeah, maybe they weren't in Ellensburg, but I
'Cause,
definitely have one in Auburn.
In the book, it's Meadowbrook Store. So,
Oh.
for those who don't know, this book actually takes place in New Jersey. We switched it to Ellensburg because I don't know, fuck it, we're from Washington and I like Ellensburg, so
Yeah.
and I have other plans there too. So you guys pull up to this Stormore, and there's about 50 large storage sheds. There's a 4-meter fence that's topped with razor wire that surrounds it. And there's a single 2-room trailer stand that stands at the entrance. That is, you assume, the office.
Were we left instructions on how to get into there? Or is it just It's
No.
in 2230.
It's in 2230. You guys don't have a key or anything for it, so you'll have to probably go in there and ask to get let in or whatnot.
Oh boy.
So
Let's see what I've got going on.
Wow. Yeah, no, I just realized neither of us have any charisma.
Yeah,
Our,
that could be a
our
problem.
charisma people are investigating the house. Amazing.
I supposed I assumed we would be left a way to get into the green box, but
yeah, I mean, you never know.
you'll never know.
So,
But yeah, let's go into the trailer, I guess.
you
Yep.
go in and you see there's a guy with a name tag. He has a Stormore shirt and he has a name tag that says Brian on it. And you guys walk in. He's like, "Howdy, gentlemen. What can I do for you?"
Hi there. Strauss kind of squints. Brian. My name's Strauss. Just need to get into a unit here. It's been quite a long time, and I don't really remember how the code thing works. I mean, was there like a code thing on the end of it?
I would have been a key.
A key?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's like a key. Yeah, he's like,
So I know my storage unit, like I have one. They've got like everybody has a code to
Oh.
get into like.
yeah, I'm
the
assuming
building.
they just have a key for like a padlock and they have an extra one. That's how I was kind of imagining.
Okay.
Very low tech, yeah.
Gotcha.
He's like, "All right, well, what number you got there? I'm assuming you don't have a key for it."
No, it's number 2230.
And you see his eyes kind of burn. He's like, "Oh, okay." And he starts kind of flipping through his books. And it's just like, 2230. There's a fellow that came looking at this one a little back a while ago.
Really?
Yeah, he told me that, well, here's the thing. That storage unit hasn't been paid for in about 9 months. And that fella then said that if I let him in this time, he was going to bring me back a check the next day and pay for it. And then, shortly after he
jeez.
visited it, he killed himself. So if you guys want access to that, I'm going to need $1,200.
I would ask like real quick. I mean, once he says, fella acts doesn't kill himself, be like, oh, jeez. Said, gentlemen, I want to describe Rutsack. I don't really remember how you described him. Like, is that the man we're talking about?
Yeah. So his name was Don.
Donnelly?
Yeah, Donley. Yeah, that's the fella. Shame that he killed himself.
Yeah.
Even bigger shame I didn't get my money.
Well, I'm an old friend of mine. You said $1,200?
$1,200. Yeah.
Look, sir, I don't want to put you out here, but I can take care of that. And I imagine I don't know if I would put it on a credit card. I suppose I would have the ability to do it if he takes cards.
You gotta look. He's like, "Yeah, sorry, we're cash only." That's unfortunately how this goes.
Hey, so I want to Eustace Reflux here.
You can also do a human roll on him if you guys want to.
Well, I want to ask real quick.
I mean, I could try, but my human's pretty bad.
Is the camera like there's surely some security cameras around in the office somewhere?
Yeah,
Are they in view of me right now?
Yeah.
Okay, and so they're in view of him. So I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna look at Strauss, but you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna go vape. I'm out of here. Just keep talking to him. And I just dip out.
I just like watch him fall, watch him leave. It's like, sorry about my squirrely friend there. And I do want to roll human to see if maybe I can get some out this guy.
Yeah, go for it.
It's not a total failure. I do have a 40. Okay.
That's not bad.
31.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely feels like he's trying to stall you for some reason. Like, I think it just seems like he's like it's the quick, like as soon as you said the card, he's like, yeah, unfortunately we don't take cards here. We're only cash only.
And I'm heading, by the way, to the unit. I'm not gonna try to pick the lock while he's distracted.
Well, it's like they're surrounded by a fence.
Okay, so I can't even get in.
Yeah.
Got to get into the complex
Shit,
and then
yeah.
into the
Yep.
unit itself. Okay, well, this is a little bit suspicious. So I would, after the guy says that, and I kind of get the vibe that he's stalling a little bit. It seems a little off. Like, do you know the closest ATM around here?
He's like, I mean, there's a couple banks back in town, but I'm gonna be going on lunch here pretty soon. So if you're not back by, I would say, you gotta be back here. Let's see, it's about 2:15. You gotta be back here by about 15 minutes before I go to lunch, and then I gotta go run some errands. So I'm not quite sure if I'll be back after that, but I'll try real hard to be back here in time to take your money for this here storage unit.
Well, I appreciate your time, sir. And I'd go out out the front door, go find Reflux, and the first thing it says, I think there's something fishy about this here. Rutsack was here. And now this guy seems a little bit weird about it. I really want to get a look inside that green box now, but we might need to wait.
Okay.
Why wait? Why don't we just find someplace in? Who knows?
I mean, we could take a little bit of a pause. Guy says he's going to go to lunch in about 15 minutes. We're wishy-washy about when he's going to be back.
If you want, you can just, I don't know, go press him, you could go distract him and just talk to him. Even if he tries to dip in the back, you just follow him straight up. And you have to call the cops, doesn't even matter. And I'm gonna look for a place, maybe I can get back there and lick this. I know my way around a lock.
I think maybe it'd be better, we can come back at night.
Okay.
This guy seems a little, I don't know, I don't like the vibe I get from him.
Okay.
Might need to see what's going on at that house first.
Yeah, so I think at that point you exit, and you see him kind of like watching you as you go out the door, and like shakes his head and goes back behind the desk. I think at that point you would probably, the whole interaction probably takes, like I said, it's probably like 12:30ish. You guys are kind of sitting around, and I think you get pinged. You get a text from the other two saying like, "Come check out the house." Yeah, so you guys get into the nice Jeep of Acid Reflux and start to drive to Spooner Street after getting a text from Agent Agnes saying, like, head on over.
Yeah, how long of a drive?
It's about
we were 20
15 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Then while we're driving, I pull out the phone that Director West gave me, pick her name, and boop, like call her immediately.
And you hear her pick up on the other end, and she's like, Director West, what can I do?
Wes, this is Strauss. That's package you said I had to sign for. It looks like nobody paid for it for 9 months or so. Did you do anything about that?
No, it could have. There could have been some mix-up in the paperwork. What's the damage? What do I need to do to cover?
Oh, supposedly 1,200.
1,200. Okay.
But also, it didn't seem like they wanted to take my money. You might want to find out who was supposed to pay for it.
Anybody else come for it? They say anybody else come signing?
Yeah, our friend said he was going to come pick it up and was going to bring money, but the next day, well, that's why we're here.
All right. Yeah. If there's going to be an extra fee, I'll transfer the money to you. I'll get it over as soon as I can. I can do it in, give me 15 minutes. I'll get some money there.
All right, sounds good.
So I'd say pay it. If we got to cover it, we got to cover it. It seems weird. The place wouldn't. You offered to pay it, and they didn't take it.
I offered. He seemed pretty quick to say he's cash only, when he previously said that a check was going to arrive.
Keep an eye on him. Maybe he knows something. Maybe he's on to what's in there.
You got it.
Eustace does that thing where he interrupts on a phone call. And he's like, you want us to jump? You want us to jump the fence?
Just like yelling as I'm on the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we don't want to do anything illegal. That's not smart.
Hey, maybe make a stop at an ATM. I can pull something out.
Yeah, you can stop at like a 7-Eleven, or there's a Safeway along the way.
I feel like I might need to hit I've never had to pull out that much money at once, but I'm pretty sure my limit is like
I think the limit's
500
like
or 600.
600 or 800.
Yeah, so I think it's
It
like,
happened to me once. I was like, why the fuck do you give a limit? Like, it's my money, motherfucker.
yeah, like I'm gonna have to pull out my maximum today, and then
Yeah.
maybe like tomorrow pull out the.
Literally for reasons like this.
No, I get it. Yes, I understand, but it's my money. It's inconveniencing me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is like a $3 charge per, so.
Only unless you go to the one that's your bank.
Or if
Stack
you got the
those up.
ECU or their affiliates.
Oh my god.
They're
got
not
so
a
many sponsors.
sponsor. Fuck
Yeah.
those guys. No.
How many companies have we listed so far in this podcast?
We're going to redact all of them.
eBay,
AT&T.
BCU.
I don't actually.
Yeah, cut that, bleep it all out, cut that.
We're just gonna head on to the beach. Okay. So yeah, you guys pull up in front of this house. On the corner, you see standing out in the front yard, kind of in the foyer or the porch area, are Agent Agnes and Agent Duffy. Everybody take your headphones off except for Agent Duffy and plug your ears, please. Hey, remember what happened last episode? Mm-hmm. I need a sanity roll for that.
Fucking figured. A 70 above 56.
Okay. You lose 1 sanity, and I'll explain why later.
Okay.
So, just preemptively, you're losing 1 sanity. I just don't want to interrupt any weird or so.
I figured.
Cool.
Surprisingly effective.
That's not suspicious.
And we whisper real quiet so we know you fucking guys can't hear it.
It's true. Yeah, so you guys approach the foyer. Draw my
I'd
pencil.
probably show these guys the hell is me.
Well, before
Okay.
we go inside the house, I just wanted to clarify. You said that they're both outside.
Yeah, what's everybody's willpower score, just so I can get it written down? I think I remember it's everyone's got 14 except for
I have
Reflex
13.
has 10.
I have 13.
Yep. Reflex has 10.
Yeah, dude, Reflex seems like a 10 sort of guy.
Yeah, so when we pull up, get out of the car, Strauss would just immediately, not like trying to be like stressful, but just would be pretty blunt. Like, all right, we might have a problem with the green box. It looks like, Chris, maybe correct me if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I remember this right. I wrote it down right, but it looks like Rutsack went to the green box. It hadn't been paid for in 9 months.
Yep.
He claimed he was going to come back with a check, and the next day he killed himself. And the man, the wonderful Brian at Stormore, didn't seem very forthcoming. I'm going to get some cash out, a little more tomorrow, and try to pay for it, but it seems sketchy. We might have a problem there. But whatever happened before he came to this house, he went to the green box first.
And then Agnes would probably like nod and like absorb the information, and then she'd probably just like nonchalantly walk over to the side of the foyer area where the bushes
Yeah,
are.
outside of the.
outside,
outside
like
the
on the
front door.
porch, and she'd like pull up back some brushes, and like on the house there is written in blood the words "Hell is me," and she says, yeah, we seem to have discovered some sort of writing on the wall.
Jesus.
I did some forensic testing with my kit. It's doesn't show a lot, but what we did discover is that it is dog's blood.
I need both the new agents to give me a sanity.
Jesus. 19 under 60.
You're good.
Looks like a 10 under 50. So
Nice. There you go. You don't lose insanity. While I'm here, Levi and Flux, can I get a power roll from both of you?
Power roll.
Yes. So that's your power score times 5.
Okay. 29 under 65.
okay, I think that's a 71 above 50.
Actually, 77, which doesn't like matter too much. But
Oh, that's a critical fail.
Oh
Yeah, actually, it actually does matter.
Damn it.
He's like, okay, Chris will remember this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys are standing outside of the door.
Jesus.
I think if
dogs.
you guys look over, you can see that. I think Duffy, are you a little spooked, or are you good? Are you holding it together?
He's kind of holding it together, but he has his ear up against the door, and I don't know if you guys are still there.
Well, I mean, if you're up against the front door, I mean, this is all happening. I'm like, as far as I understand from this picture, Chris, are you going to put this picture up anywhere?
If we have a website, I'll probably.
Okay.
If we have social media, I'll probably put it.
Well,
there.
just as I understand it, it's like this message on the wall, this writing on the wall is right by the front door.
It's like on some bushes. There's some like
so
bushes on the outside.
So if you're at the front door, I'm right there next to you.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Yeah, so he has his ear up against the door, and he's like, you guys hear this? And he's sort of like waving everybody, and he's like, you guys...
Hey, have you guys not gone inside?
No, shut the fuck up, shut up. You guys can hear that music playing? That piano music?
you guys hear nothing.
I don't hear anything, Duffy. I put my ear on. I'll go put my ear on
put
the
your
door.
ear, there's piano music, and we'll wait and be like, obviously.
Everybody take your headphones off. Plug your ears, except for Agent Levi. No, you're Levi. You leave your headphones on.
Oh, so I'm just spacing out. No, not you.
No.
oh,
Take them off, Agnes.
oh, okay.
Plug your ears. Everybody but Tyler. I'll just go that route. Tyler, you hear nothing through the door. Everything's completely silent on the other side.
Okay. So I put my ear to the door. Like, yeah, man, I don't hear anything. Are you?
What are you? No. So he's gonna go up and then like, is there a doorbell?
No, but you can. It's just there's no doorbell. You can just knock, or you can open the door.
He's gonna knock because someone's in there.
Okay.
There's nobody in there.
Somebody's in there playing piano, so he's gonna knock on the door. And
Is the
wait
door
for them.
locked?
No one's tried the door.
I tried the door.
So
It's
when you
someone's
knock, you all hear a voice from inside the house yell, "Come in!"
Thank you. So Jim Duffy is gonna open up the door and walk in.
I will follow behind you.
You walk into the house, into the kind of foyer area, and this house is all the power's off. It's completely empty. There's inches of dust built up around everything in here.
Gross.
I need everyone to, Jim, you're going to lose 1 sanity for hearing the music,
Okay.
and the rest of you need to make me a sanity roll for hearing this voice yell.
Agnes will point out that this house is supposed to be vacant.
Yes, it is.
No, that's a failure. An 82 over 60.
Okay.
A pass for reflux.
Okay, you lose 1 sanity reflex. What did you roll there, Duffy, for sanity?
Oh, I thought you said I just took one.
Oh no, you roll another one for hearing that voice.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Drop my dice on the floor like a
Oh, so
cheat.
do I take 1 sanity damage?
Oh no, you're gonna take more.
Oh, okay.
Just wait for everybody else.
I got 36 under 7.
You take 1 point of sanity damage.
The voice said, come in.
Yes. And what did you roll there?
And sorry, 1
No,
second.
you're good.
37 under 55.
You lose 1 sanity, and you lose 1 sanity there, Agent
Oh.
Levi. I rolled a 1 on the D4.
Wow.
I need to find my dice real quick, so let me take a gander.
He tracks and like I put my ear to the door and like hear nothing. Like, dude, there's nothing in there. He knocks on the door and then we hear, come in. And open the door and it's just dust. Like, what the
Well, no,
fuck?
it's obviously not going to be in here because it's wherever the piano is in the house.
So,
that's
like,
where
Covered
we're-
in dust.
the second that they hear a voice, Agnes is going to reflexively take the medium-sized revolver from her holster pocket and have it at the ready because this
Yeah.
house is supposed to be vacant.
Yep, you guys know
She
that.
is
yeah.
suspicious.
So the foyer is there's a closet, and it opens directly into the dining room and the den. The closet has a full-length mirror facing the foyer. So you guys kind of come in.
Is that
there's a-
closet that little thing to the
Yeah.
to the right, a little alcove?
Yeah, that's the
Before you-
little
okay.
alcove, and then it opens up directly into the den and the living room, or sorry, the dining room. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So you guys start.
I think Jim will make his presence known and say, hello. Did it sound like a female voice?
It sounded like a female voice. It sounded pretty deep, like it might even come from upstairs from how muffled it was.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. City inspector here. Come to inspect the soil for the resale on the house.
Nice, nice.
Can we speak with you, or are this house is supposed to be vacant?
Super convincing. And authoritative.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Trails mutters, I really wish I would have brought my gun.
Nothing. There's no,
got one.
nothing. Nothing answers you.
Is there electricity in the house?
Yeah, I'd like to try.
did
That's
it.
what
No.
Eustace would do. He'd
No,
immediately
you flick
try.
the switch, no power comes on.
In Jim Duffy's mind, he's convinced it's a squatter. It's a squatter who is a very good piano player. Actually, what he heard, that song, it's not even that tough to play. It's not even super difficult to play, so he thinks it's a squatter who just can't play piano.
You want to clear the house then?
So there's no.
Check the breaker. See if there's anything
Also,
wrong with the breaker.
the city inspectors wouldn't have guns.
Yeah, that's kind of. I think I'm pretty sure Levi.
Chris is dying for everyone.
Fuck, that was great.
This is
Thank you.
America. Everyone has
Yeah,
guns.
Totally. Yeah.
Okay, well, the city inspectors wouldn't be issued guns.
Yeah, well, so Jim Duffy has like a go bag, and I'll say he has like his pistol on him right now, but it's his like service sidearm from the
Yeah.
DEA, so he's not going to pass that along.
Yeah, no,
to you.
definitely. And I just figure partially my own Tyler's ignorance of gun laws, but also just Levi being a little paranoid. He just wouldn't have brought one on the plane, assuming he would
Right.
be given anything needed for the mission. So
I'm fine saying like they would. There could have been there could have been like a like bug out bag in the vehicle they gave you that had a gun. So I'm fine saying you have a gun. I'm not worried about that.
Just a character question: did Levi serve, or does he just own a gun shop?
he did serve.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
he was a.
he might.
The character background I picked profession is special operator.
Oh, dude, you might still be able to carry a gun, like even on a plane.
Well, either way, if I've got a pistol, it's out.
That's fine.
But the other hand is on his keychain. He's got one of those little lights, like just like a little keychain light. So if the power's off, he's got gun out and then a light, and he's like peeking around the corners because we want to.
Yeah,
I want
which
to
way-
investigate this.
Which way are you going to go? You're going to go into the den, or you're going to go into the dining room?
I want to go towards the den, but take a quick peek into the dining room, like sweep it, like just aim the flashlight across it, make sure nobody's in there.
Yeah, so the dining room looks through a 3-paned gable window onto shrubbery and the front yard. The doorway that leads to the foyer and the kitchen, a gaudy 1950 chandelier seems to have wiring problems. Like you can see there's some like exposed wiring on it and whatnot.
Shock wire.
The dining room is still filled with boxes of you assume is Amelia's possessions. And yeah, it looks like everything's just sitting there.
Like, yeah, 'cause she died. She killed herself, quote unquote, killed herself very soon after moving in. So that tracks. Maybe we need to look into her.
And
I think we should probably look for the breaker box, probably located in the
Yeah,
garage.
but as you look at it, you don't that's all you see in there.
So once we find that, make sure that the house is totally out of power and not just someone flipping all the breaker box switches. And then if that isn't, or let's first do that, and then second, I would suggest going through the boxes and the belongings to see if there's anything of importance.
First things first, we got to figure out who this person is.
Yeah, there's somebody in this house.
Yeah. So after sweeping the dining room, Agent Strauss would kind of like lean up against the corner of the den and sweep the den and look at see,
Yeah.
I mean, I can see on the little wonderful little map you've given us.
Yeah, just tell me what room so I can read you what the description is. But
What he wants to do is look through the den and see that there's a door to the left. It looks like a back door, and then it opens to the right. And he wants to kind of go into the den and like wide and look in what's over that
so
way.
the den is a large room. It's kind of the centerpiece of the house. It holds a grand fireplace. There's exits lead to the foyer, the back porch, the breakfast nook, and a hallway to 3 bedrooms.
Is there a piano?
There is not a piano. There is most of her Amelia's furniture remains in this room, kind of stacked up here and there. There's a few styrofoam cups of coffee that are like, it looks like that coffee that has like that gross film on top of it that have been
It's
left
been there
here
a while.
for a while.
Okay. Anybody else following him?
Yeah, I think we should stay in one group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Reflex is definitely trying to stay with the group.
Okay.
But you didn't. You yelled for somebody and didn't hear anything, right?
Yeah, no response. But if they're a
Yeah,
squatter,
no
I would expect. I mean, dude, we were like shuffling around.
No,
or,
you hear
like,
nothing.
It's a silent house.
Silent
It's like the house we're in right now.
Yes. Yeah. So you guys all enter into the den. Like you guys are just kind of following the lead of. Are you guys
Yeah.
gonna, or is anybody gonna go check the breaker? Like, gonna split off that way?
I mean, I think that's a good idea.
You guys don't. Yeah, I'm just.
He's trying to. So I guess just so everybody knows, like the goal here is, I think Agnes is a great idea. Just find the breaker, see if it's
So I think
actually
you
shut
guys
up or not.
assume that the breaker is probably in the garage.
yeah. But you just don't know the exact layout. So he's like
Yeah.
aiming, trying to go that way, but figuring out where that is
Yeah, we could. We could do that both at the same time. Yeah, go as a group but head towards the garage first.
I mean, you can see the garage from outside
From
of the
the
house.
outside,
Yeah,
You
but
would know
I
that-
just mean like hallway wise.
Yeah.
He doesn't know the layout, so it's like
Yeah.
really careful what's going on in this house.
Yeah.
because there's somebody here.
I love it.
Doorways and corners.
Yeah,
Doorways and corners.
So you guys are shining the flashlight, and like I think the light's cutting through kind of the dust and everything, kind of creating those god rays as you guys are flipping around. Did you guys leave the front door open, or did you leave it closed? Because your only source of light right now is the flashlight. That
I would probably leave it open.
so there's like a little bit of light coming in from there, shining through.
maybe as we get to the window in the back of the den, I'll pull the curtains
Yeah, I
open.
like that. You gonna pull those curtains open to the backyard, and all of you turn around and see Reflux. You don't know why, but you have grabbed one of these coffee cups and you're just drinking it. I need everybody to give me a sanity check, except for Reflux.
Yeah. Dog's blood.
That motherfucker's already lost it.
Yeah.
34 under 59.
Okay.
36 under 54.
Okay.
12 under 69.
You guys are all good. You guys don't lose any sanity.
You just laugh.
Reflux, what the hell are you doing?
Classic
And as
reflux.
soon as they say that, and you start to just vomit. You vomit for 2 minutes straight, just puking up. And you're just like, and you just start losing it. Maybe you make it to the I don't know if you just throw up there or do you try to run out on the front porch. What do you try to do?
I mean, instinctively,
Can
I
you
would try
swirl
to.
it?
I would try to run and hold it as much as possible, but I wouldn't make it. Right.
So I think maybe you get to the step of the
Yeah.
door and you projectile out onto the porch.
Exactly.
And you're just throwing up, and amidst this rotting coffee, there is just bile and maggots, and they crawl and writhe in it all. And I need you to make me a sanity check.
Wow.
That's why they call him acid reflux.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Pretty good roll. Nice. 35 under 49.
All right, you lose 1 sanity from doing this.
Jesus.
Um,
I would follow out and. Yeah, no, you said you ran out to the front door? Yeah, I'd follow and watch. Does Strauss see weird maggots and shit?
Oh yeah. There's just maggots.
Maggots are
and-
real.
The
I hate
maggots are
those
real.
maggots.
Oh God.
I hate those.
Just had to clarify that.
Yep.
Yeah. So about
Jesus.
Can you
Reflux.
imagine the aftertaste right
You've
now?
been alone for too long. I mean, what?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. So I assume that I sort of did that instinctively,
you
without
you
thinking.
don't- Yeah, you just kind of was like, oh, coffee, sweet.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
just walk over and grab a cup of coffee and start drinking it.
Jesus.
Just coffee that has the slight film on top of it. Oh yeah.
I start vaping, just profusely, profusely vaping.
Dude.
All right. So 2 minutes pass. Everything seems to calm down, and you guys
God.
press further. Try to make your way to the garage.
Yeah, if now we've kind of gone through there. I'm assuming this breakfast nook. That's also another window in the back there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would be thinking to open up as many windows as possible.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say you guys get to the garage.
When we get to this stairs up, he would holler up them to be like, "Anybody up there?"
Nothing.
No response. Figure, but gotta.
So the 2-car garage doubles as a storage area. You can see there was remnants that there was a screened-in porch. You don't know how long ago. Yeah, this is probably the most modern part of the house. It's got a 1970s garage door opener. It's got a modern fuse box. There's a refrigerator probably from the 80s out here. But there's a bunch of abandoned garden tools that hang on everything. It looks like there's only recently been a foundation that's been poured, recently poured piece of foundation in the house. So you're assuming maybe they were working on getting something set here.
Or hiding bodies.
Yeah. There's traces of the former porch can still be seen in the wall, closest to the house, and the connection to the old foundation here. So this might have.
Oh, so this once was a porch, and
Yeah.
they've turned it into
Yes,
a
exactly.
garage. Okay.
But why does the garage door why is it on the side of the house and not the front?
I don't know.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. But yeah,
maybe it's-
you find the breaker
There's
box,
places
and
like this.
you flip it on.
Nice. And the lights come on?
Yeah, so you
Nice.
get it, and you see the lights. You hear lights, and if any of you aren't standing in the hallway, you see the kind of looking into the den or where the chandelier was. You can see it just kind of flicker, just flickering randomly.
This is probably a bad idea, but Agnes is gonna check the fridge. She's probably just gonna estimate how long the power has been out in the house.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay. Yeah, if you look at the fridge, it's just kind of not a whole lot. It's just there's a case of soda in there, that kind of stuff. Doesn't look like maybe she had started putting a rack of reindeer in there or whatnot. There's not much anything in
And
there.
nothing is not all cold anymore. It is just.
It's all
It's been
room
off
temp.
for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, were the breaker switches off? So someone.
Yeah.
Offed. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, so do we know, has the city been here since she killed herself?
You don't know. This would make you lead you to believe probably someone came out and just flipped off the breakers
Right.
or turned
Just to save the power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you heading to next?
Has there been any sign of like a sound system, like a stereo or a radio or a CD player?
No.
Strauss as well. Somebody's been here. Do we want to check out the room where the incident occurred?
It's just down the hall.
Well,
Which I
there's still
remember
someone in the house.
Yeah.
Which is upstairs.
Yeah.
He killed himself upstairs.
Oh,
Okay,
so you
that's
said
what I-
master bedroom. It's. Is there
Sorry,
another
it's the upstairs room.
one? Oh.
Oh, it's in the bonus room?
Yes. I
Oh.
believe that's where.
That's what it's labeled as bonus room, but I thought I recall you saying upstairs.
Yeah, I thought that was the master bedroom. So if I misspoke there, that is on me.
Bet there's a piano up there.
Yeah, I think I want to figure out who the hell's in this house, but I also want to check out the spot that this supposed suicide happened.
I feel like we would want, with experience clearing houses, we would want to clear the first floor quickly.
It's
and then just
probably
get-
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris, I'll want to kind of peek everything on the first floor.
Okay, you're gonna go through the rest of the first floor.
Yeah, if we're going clockwise, we're passing by the master bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for toothpaste and a toothbrush. This aftertaste is killing me.
Okay.
Apparently, strawberry maggots is not a great, because of that vape plus the
Okay.
maggots.
Yeah.
It is a great band name, though.
That's good. So this suite features an odd, all-encompassing mirror that is built into the walls. You don't know when it was added, but it's there. And the style, like you definitely know it's not a common style, and it just seems very odd, like probably suited for the 70s. However, the etchings on the seams of each mirror indicate the year that it was installed. So if you take a look, it was 1926 when that mirror was installed.
So it's a mirror that's just the whole wall?
Yeah.
Oh.
But, yeah, you.
And let's not forget about the mirror that's in the foyer, facing the foyer.
That's true.
Can we see if that was installed the same year?
That one was not.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if you guys walk into the room, you start to feel like you're underwater. Like whenever you get into there, like it's really disorienting and like just it feels weird.
In the master bed or the master?
Master bedroom and bathroom. Whenever you
Oh,
enter into
okay.
that room, you instantly start feeling like you're underwater. Like you feel kind of like not like a little bit of like nausea. But yeah, it just feels weird when you enter into there.
It's like an oppressive
Odd.
atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly. It just feels weird in that bedroom.
I want to open the windows in the master bedroom.
Okay, you open the windows.
Get some light in here.
There you go. What are you guys gonna check out next?
Do I have to say that I'm searching for things, or is it just like the default that I'm assuming? that
If
we're
you're
searching?
just I'm assuming if you're searching for something specific, let
Okay.
me know. But I'm just
Got
kind of reading the rooms out to what you guys
Perfect.
see in there. So
Cool.
if there is stuff in the room, then you can tell me you want to go. Like I know Agnes mentioned wanting to go through all of the, the stuff
boxes.
that the boxes, and that's going to take a couple hours. But I figured
Gotcha.
you guys, when you get to that point, then I'll
Yeah,
have
yeah.
you roll those rolls.
Cool.
So keep in mind that one of the numbers in the cell phone that Director West gave us is a antique dealer. So if we see anything that's old and out of the ordinary, we should
That
call
is
this.
good
Like
call.
maybe
So-
like a giant wall of mirrors from the 20s.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna say this is all, and like I'm saying, it's probably been like an hour has passed as you guys are going through all this, like being slow and methodical. I'm assuming.
Yeah, let's keep in mind that daylight is a thing, and haunted houses at night is just dumb.
Yeah, well, so that's pretty much the whole.
There's a couple bedrooms. There's three
Yeah, well,
bedrooms.
it's the eastern side done. I want to check out that hallway of bedrooms,
Okay.
and just, I mean, if it's gonna matter, let me know. But he's gonna want to start from what's listed as bedroom 2, just like 2, 3, 4.
Are you popping open the doors and walking in, or are you just like shining your light in, or like flipping on the light
Kool-Aid
switch?
Man.
Kind of both. Like open if the door's open, he just peeks, puts the flashlight in, make sure there's nobody in there, then
Looking
steps
in
in and
closets.
to open the blinds in
Yeah.
each room.
So bedroom 2 looks like it was once a child's room.
Okay.
It looks like that it is in the midst of being redecorated when the house was vacated. So half of the room's wallpaper has been removed, revealing blue sea. It's like a blue sea filled with cartoon ships, like in a like a pattern, if that makes sense. Like almost like they painted this on the wall. There's no furniture. There's only a step ladder, some old paint buckets filled with what looks like congealed paint, and some tarps.
Ah, okay. Like they were covering up what it used to be.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A crime scene.
Yeah, where there's
This
a tarp,
decoration
there's
is a
body.
real crime.
Is anybody else with him, or is that just?
We should never be by ourselves.
I agree. I think
Ever.
we should all, with a thread in the house, be
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what you guys see.
Cool. So I
Go to
Pull the-
bedroom 3.
pull the blinds and then move on to bedroom 3.
Okay. This small bedroom joins the hallway and shares a bathroom with bedroom 4. It is plain and empty with an old ratty lime green rug.
Anything under the rug?
What's your search score?
Mine's 60.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys lift up the rug, just the flooring underneath there's
You got me.
nothing to
I open the windows there, take a peek in the closet, move on to the bathroom, I suppose.
And then you go in the bedroom. The bathroom just doesn't have anything there.
Okay.
Just the bathroom. And then bedroom 4, this small bedroom adjoins the hallway and shares a bathroom. It's plain and empty. The carpeting has been removed, revealing wood tack strips that once held it. That's what you guys see.
So we
Open
don't.
the window there as well.
Do we know which room yet is the wall of blood room?
You believe
Upstairs.
it's upstairs.
Bonus
The
room.
bonus room.
Okay.
Agnes wants to look through the boxes. Not with like a lot of like patience, just like trying to discern what is in the boxes. If there's anything in particular that stands out.
Sure.
They're still here. Might as well.
So going through them is going to take hours to
Yeah,
go
say,
through.
Oh.
before we do that, we need to figure out who the hell's in this house.
So if you're just going to like do a preliminary glance through them and kind of flip through, you just find it's just like clothing, dishes, that kind of stuff that she'd packed up, like a lot of clothes, like a lot of DVDs, board games, that kind of stuff, electronics, CD player that she'd packed up, that kind of stuff, but nothing of a
So
crazy.
we're kind of to believe
And
that.
you have walked now the entire bottom floor, and there is no piano whatsoever.
Whoever it is
I think it's
upstairs.
Okay.
Because even it sounded like the voice was coming from upstairs too.
Yeah. So it's probably more likely that she moved in and couldn't unpack before she killed herself.
Yeah,
Essentially.
like she killed herself within a couple days of
3
Everyone
days, yeah.
hates moving.
Yeah.
It's too much!
Okay, so
so
you guys
Get to the bottom of the stairs.
creakily walk up these stairs.
Well, before I walk up the stairs, just in case, one last time, I aim the flashlight up the stairs. It did sound like a female
They
voice?
sound like a female
Okay.
voice.
Be like, ma'am, we've walked the whole bottom. You're not down here, so we know you're up there. We're coming up.
City inspector, we have guns.
City crime inspectors.
Gun specters.
But
My
yeah,
favorite
then,
anime.
Jesus, Gun Spectre, amazing.
Sounds awesome. Chainsaw Man coming out soon.
Sounds
It's gonna be
fucking
amazing.
tight. Is it a gun ghost or is it a
I know, I was
gun
gonna ask
inspector?
Yes.
Yes and yes. Is a ghost
Okay,
inspector.
okay.
This
it's a,
gun died with unfinished business.
it's a private inspector who loves guns who died
Yeah.
while he couldn't finish the case. So now he's haunting the station so
Yep.
he can like.
Holy shit.
He's the gun specter.
He's the keys.
Hell yeah.
I love this so.
Sorry. So Donnelly's body was found in the master bedroom.
Oh, okay.
So when you guys go into the master bedroom, you see that one of the walls is like completely covered in blood.
okay, gotcha.
There is like the outline of his body there.
Found the
So
dead
that is
body.
what you
that's-
guys see.
Agnes
Matching
would
the
like
oppressive
to
atmosphere.
do a forensic test. The other guys swept the room. She just wanted to get her own information. Anything forensic-y she can get in this room, she would like to get that forensic-y.
Okay. I mean, it's all pretty dry blood, but you can probably dig a couple things out and run it.
Yeah, where did she tell us? It was a couple days ago, 4 to 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She went to the house. Okay.
CIA or CSI, you can like scrape
Yeah.
like the DNA still there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you can get some scrapes off of it.
She would like to do that, and she'd also like to search the room for anything. Anything that can be used to create such a wound.
Okay.
Well, I think they said they didn't find
Yeah,
anything.
with your search score, if you like go through there, you don't see
Don't
anything.
find anything.
Yeah, they said there wasn't anything found on the premises that would have created the wound.
And so how like ruling something a homicide where it looks like the guy cut his throat open with no blood. Like in the kitchen? Are there kitchen knives?
No, not that you see.
But they're boxes of dishes.
They're-
They
yeah.
might be nice.
Oh yeah, I guess.
But you
yeah,
don't see
someone was just
anything.
moving
You
in.
don't see anything like out. There's no knives, no nothing out. Everything's boxed up still.
Okay.
So,
Even
wow.
under what kind of carpet is it?
Something stinks.
It's just
I-
nasty old carpet that's covered in blood.
Yeah, I want to figure out who the hell's upstairs. Maybe she did it.
Okay, you guys.
It's house ghost.
Everybody take your headphones off except for Agent Agnes.
Except for Agnes.
Oh, Dip.
Oh yeah,
Plug your
because we were all
ears.
like goodbye.
As you're searching, you're looking through this place and you're searching around. You're kind of like trying to look around and make sense of it. You swear you catch the glimpse of a woman in the mirror in the master bathroom. Like you look over and you see a woman's figure kind of turn and then walk towards the door that would lead to where you're at. And then you wait and no one comes through the door.
And that's the mirror that was put in 1926.
No, this one from the bathroom.
The bathroom.
Give me a sanity check.
Okay. That's so badass. Oh shit. It's a 92 over 69.
Yeah, it's only one point
What? Okay.
So I think you kind of look over and you catch the glimpse of somebody, like a figure standing there. It looks like a woman, like in an older period dress. And then she just turns and looks like she walks in your direction and you're like waiting, like you see your reflection in the mirror. And then nobody enters into the room. And you're just like, what? And like, even, do you walk, like maybe you go check? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys see Agnes is there, and she's like getting a sample of this blood, and you see her. You guys are like, all right, we're gonna go check upstairs, and you see her turn and like look towards the bathroom and kind of pause, and then she gets up and walks into the bathroom, and then you come back out. You say anything to him?
Yeah, she would probably just be like, I saw some motion in the bathroom, and it turns out that nobody's in there, but I swear I saw somebody in that mirror.
Huh.
At this point, Eustace is like the SpongeBob spooked meme. Where it's like,
King Sponge. Pretty spoopy. Huh.
So there was something that passed by the mirror in the bathroom?
Yeah, it seemed to be, or it appeared to be a female. Did not discertain the age. She was wearing a vintage attire, and when I say that, it was very Victorian from what I could see. She seemed to walk by the mirror, and I thought she was coming out, and I did not see her come out, so I went in to check, and there was no one in the bathroom.
Huh. I think you're just imagining things.
Yeah, like someone drinking a cup of coffee with maggots in it.
Yeah.
or a piano.
Well, the piano
Yeah.
happened. The piano's
I
real.
didn't hear any piano. There is somebody in here, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, and this is like turn around.
Yes, you guys.
We're coming up.
This is a small sitting room with recessed windows, benches, and it's filled with a scattering of small boxes, an old rocking chair, and some house repair supplies.
No piano, though?
No, it feels.
See, I told you no
claustrophobic,
piano.
Cramped. The ceiling slopes severely to the sides, and if you are taller than like an average adult male, you have to like hunch over in here.
Oh, so it's like kind of like a almost an attic
Yeah.
storeroom, but it's like they turned it into a room.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you're like over 6 feet, you're like hunched over at the edges.
Yeah.
So you said there were some boxes, an old rocking chair. Anything else? Specific?
No, that's all you see.
Any sound recording devices that could have emanated a piano sound?
No.
Sorry, bud, I'm trying.
Did anybody follow me up here?
I'm assuming everybody.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we all do.
Okay.
I'll just look at Jim like, where's the piano, Jim? Where is it?
And then he's gonna pin you up against the wall and it's gonna be a stunk in my fucking face reflux.
All right, guys. This
We're losing
I'm not
daylight.
crazy, right? We did hear a woman inside this house.
Yes.
He's like looking at everybody like, right? Huh? Really? Huh? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you worried that you're imagining things?
And the piano, and we saw her in the bathroom.
It's, I suppose.
I mean,
Well, there's nobody here now. And actually, I do want to search now that like we've cleared every single room. I don't know, where do you guys want to start?
Well, what time is it?
I'm gonna say by now it's probably 4 o'clock. So you guys
Okay.
probably got like another hour of daylight.
Got it.
And by the way, I've turned on every light in this house.
Yeah, every light's on.
Oh yeah, and I've been opening every window as we
Just
go.
want to make sure.
That
If there's any
makes
up
it
here, yeah.
almost scarier.
Yeah, kind
That
of.
like all the lights are on, and you see somebody in the bathroom. Like that's fucking
Yeah.
scary.
Can we search the bonus room?
Yeah. There's not a whole lot here that you can discern.
I just kind of want to get a pop open 1 or 2 boxes, see like what kind of stuff is here.
Yeah, you just see there's like shingles and roof tiles up in here. It looks like there might have been some stuff to repair some of the ceilings up here.
Okay.
There's a bucket of plaster, that kind of stuff.
Do we know if this house is currently listed as for sale?
It is not.
So I think at this point it's getting kind of late. I think we should decide if we're going to stay and investigate or come back first thing in the morning. I kind of want to stay and investigate, but if we do, we need a reason to be here. And I think we could easily be like, we are family of
Yes.
Yamila. Yeah.
Yamila Isari.
Yeah, we can say we're relatives and we are here cleaning up
Yeah.
because I mean it took us a while because we were handling a close personal family tragedy and
I
we're
also
now
think
here.
if we took the time to go through her belongings, we could possibly do a human check
Sure.
to see if we could get any more information about this individual.
Yeah.
Because she's the only one, that and our Agent Tech are the only people that we know of and have evidence of being, unalived in this particular house.
Unalive.
Well, I guess yeah. I mean, we know other things have happened,
Yeah,
but
you
we don't
have
have
to do some
details on them.
We don't have.
Yeah, I would kind of want to do if we're gonna like do some research for the rest of the day. I would want to go check out the rest of the history of the house.
Sure, I'm sure you go to public. Yeah, you go to downtown and do some.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Definitely.
I don't think I'd be very much use. I don't have a lot of sciencey knowledge stuff. Like can't help with forensics.
Or like a crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I could do the legwork to go investigate the history of the house.
kind of like government work, right? End early, fresh in the morning, get some IHOP, come back fresh.
Bureaucratic incompetence.
Okay. So you guys are gonna take off for the day. Gonna pack it. Like, are you gonna lock up the front door, leave, or leave the house? I mean, you guys don't have a key, so you got to figure out a way to get back in here.
How'd we get in the first place?
The front door is unlocked.
Were you staying?
Oh, I would like to go through at least some of the boxes.
Jim Duffy would like to treat this as an actively investigated crime scene.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe
Because we can go search public records after dark. Just not be in this house.
We can just Google stuff. I mean,
I
you
guess
could do
that's
that.
true.
You could
Yeah.
look it up.
Classic montage.
Okay,
Just
so
doing that on my own phone, Googling that.
okay, so you start digging through.
in a puddle of dry blood, like
Yeah.
I like the way the carpet
Puddle of dry
squishes
blood.
here.
Are
Benny.
you staying upstairs, or are you going downstairs with everybody?
I would end up going downstairs. Like the most I would spend upstairs is I've looked in what looks like a closet. I've opened some windows and just peeked in the boxes to see. This looks like repair materials.
Okay.
There's nobody here. I'm satisfied. I'll join him downstairs.
Everybody, take your headphones off except for Cody.
Okay.
Oh, boys.
More coffee.
Not like this, please.
Cody, as you start to leave the room, you start to hear a woman whispering, like humming a tune, just humming like out loud, like. Do you have art or anything like that?
No.
Do you think your guy's well versed in music?
Definitely not.
Okay. Yeah, you just hear she sounds like she's humming a tune as you guys are leaving, and you look around the room, and there's nobody in it. Give me another sanity roll.
I mean, I'm a drummer probably, but not a musician. Probably. All right. Sanity roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I passed. 27 under 40.
Good. You just kind of maybe it's the wind. You're good. So. All right. So you guys are downstairs in the dining room. Maybe you've pulled in one of the desks or one of the pieces of furniture from the den and kind of setting up shop. And you start to dig through Yasha's, Yamilia's possessions. I'm going to say if all of you are doing it, it's probably going to cut down the time.
Sure.
What is everybody's search roll? So the three, what is Duffy, Flux, and Agent Agnes? What are your guys' search scores?
60.
Flux is 40.
Okay.
20 for Duffy.
Okay. So I want Duffy and Flux to give me a roll. You're good on your own, Agnes. We'll see how long this is going to take.
Oh.
Oh wait, no. Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah.
Never
Oh,
mind.
you crit failed.
You crit fail. I thought it was a crit success.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I succeeded.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say this probably only takes you guys like another hour to go through everything there. You guys are digging through these boxes, and you find a couple things about her. It looks like, from everything you can find, like personal photos and everything about her, kind of just digging through her life. A lot of pictures of her photos. Let me get her. Give you a little background on her as you dig through her personal life.
I let everyone know that I heard something, and I like run, and I'm like, like I run and I catch up with you
Do you
guys.
tell
More
them?
SpongeBob.
I do tell them, yeah.
Okay. Do you tell them the tune that you heard?
I'll try to recreate it, yeah.
It's Moon Night Sonata by Beethoven.
That was what I heard.
And when is this? Like just some point during when we're
As you guys were leaving the top of the
Yeah,
room,
I would've done it
he
like-
heard,
Oh.
like he heard some woman-
That fear, that childish fear, when like everyone left, sort of as I like heard this, I paused for a second, and then I like instantly was, and I just like ran out of the.
I think you're hearing things.
Yeah, so you learn that Yamilia, you find immigration papers from her, like a student visa. She is from the United Arab Emirates. She is the daughter of like kind of a wealthier family, and she came over here to go to school at Central Washington for whatever reason. And at one point, you find a diary,
Oh, a gurnal.
a gurnal, that's what I would say, a yornal.
I think it's a soft J.
Sorry, Arnold. And you basically find that, like, ever since she moved to Ellensburg, she just slowly fell in love with this house. And eventually, when it came on the market, she bought it. And, like, to the point that, like, yeah, so she bought the house and, like, recently. But even as far back as, like, she was making the former, like, owner's family. Turns out the former owner suffocated in the upstairs room.
Upstairs room.
And she offered the family like cash, an outrageous cash offer to buy the house from them in like 2017. The former owner was 2014 is when she died. So yeah, so she
Had the former owner. She suffocated in the upstairs room. Okay.
2014 is
Okay.
when the former owner died.
How did she
One of the former
suffocate? Like put her head in a plastic bag or something?
You have to do some research. It doesn't say.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So,
Do we know who currently owns this house?
nobody. Well, technically, her family would if
Like
it
the
did.
bank? Oh, okay.
So you know that she purchased the house in 2017. She moved in immediately following graduation, and then yeah. So sorry, she had spent 2 months in this area, kind of decorating and all of that stuff, and then slowly, like she spent a lot of time at. You go through her diary and you find that she spent a lot of time at like antique shops. She almost became kind of like a bigger figure in the area, and then suddenly she just became a recluse, like stopped going out. And then she was discovered dead on November 14th, 2016,
Do we know how she got the money to put the offer down on the
from her
house?
family.
From her family? Okay.
So you said, sorry, what was the day she was discovered dead?
November 14th, 2016. So a little bit, yeah, I guess it'd be over, yeah,
Slightly over a year.
yeah, so.
Not quite 18
Yeah,
months.
so we'll
but-
just go with whatever, yeah. I didn't do the math beforehand when I picked what time it is, so.
And she got into antiques, and we've gone through her boxes, and we
Yeah.
didn't find any antique thing.
No, I mean, you might think some of the stuff on the house that she had hung up might be from that. And then the other thing that you find from her diary is, so her diary is, some of it is in Arabic and some of it is in English. So for the Arabic parts, do any of you speak Arabic?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, so you'd have to find somebody to figure this out. So it looks like there are definitely some things in Arabic. Yeah, so you just have to see if you can find somebody to translate for you, or find a program to type it in. But that would take like a couple hours to.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Parts.
especially all different characters and everything.
Yeah. Can we call Director West to see if she can send a specialist? Like,
With our government connections, FBI, DEA.
There might be someone in town. Like you might go to the school and see if they have somebody there. So.
I was gonna say
Translation services at the school, yeah.
another angle. if we do this, is like either bring one of the antiques that we think are particularly interesting to Elizabeth Tucker, which is the local antique store owner, right? Is that right? Yeah. Or go get her and bring her here and be like, yeah.
Well, actually, she's over in Yakima.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so that's-
these are Delta Green
Friendlies.
friendlies we have. So they're not like these are our contacts. Kind of be sly with them. We can kind of maybe let them know a little.
Absolutely. Yeah. You could tell them what's up. Like they've seen. So you start looking up the history of the house, right? That's what your
Yeah,
plan is?
and depending on kind of the timeline of this, when they mentioned the previous owner, he would maybe start looking at that. But otherwise, what he's doing is trying to figure out who's owned the houses.
What is your bureaucracy or history?
Oh, God, not great. 10.
Okay, give me that roll.
Either one of them.
You're so good at rolling really low.
For
This
everybody
is how to do
who's,
it.
I mean, everybody's listening, but Chris looked Tyler directly in his face like there's no fucking chance. But go ahead and roll it.
32.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say if you guys want to spend time looking it up and you have a bureaucracy or history of 40,
We gotta do
I could say you start working, whittling away at that, but it's going to take quite a bit of time to like parse all this information together.
I have bureaucracy at 50 and history at 40.
Okay. So, I mean, it's probably going to take you like 12 hours to start figuring this all out. So, if you want to spend the rest of your day doing some of that, I can give you some information, like half of it.
Probably tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
I can't find anything.
No way, no how we staying here overnight.
It's just like www. dot. You're just like, fuck, I don't know.
Deadpeople at Ellensburg.com.
OldEllensburgHouse.com.
Yellowpages.com.
All right. So, you guys.
Can't find it when I search Craigslist.
I'm assuming, going to head back to the hotel.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point. I definitely want to hit an ATM and pull out as much as I can today,
Okay.
so I don't hit my limit for tomorrow.
That's fine. I'm saying.
We could all probably piece it
True.
out and then just get paid reimbursement.
Yeah,
at
let's-
Delta
Yeah, I think
Green.
that works.
Let's do that.
Do we want to try to head there
We can
today?
go there tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do that actually.
And we could even, I don't know the situation, but we might be able to like strong arm them with like 4 people there and be like, we're feds.
The thing is, I
We're
don't want to
paying.
draw too much
Yeah.
attention.
That's fair.
Director
I want
said
to
not
at
do
least,
anything illegal.
at least like to
okay.
start.
But this guy seems like he's being a basic bitch.
Yeah, I'm getting a weird vibe, but I don't know if it's because he wants a bribe or because of something else.
True.
We can also let him know that he's just on our radar. Like,
He's
just to let
impeding
you
an
know.
ongoing homicide
Yeah, like,
investigation.
Like, we know who you are. We've been watching you.
shit!
And actually, she did ask me to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, like,
so
we'll be back. Like, here's my card. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. I like.
I mean,
that.
yeah.
I like that.
you know what? Maybe on the way. I imagine it's just that the distance is like it's probably on the other side of the hotel from the house.
It was about 20 minutes away. Yeah, it's like the opposite
Let's
direction.
just go.
Just want to overshoot it.
Okay.
Hey,
so-
Brian, another visit. See if he's there.
We catch him in business hours, like before 6 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah, let me see if he's there. Let me give you a luck roll. All right. You guys pull up and enter in, and he's there. And he's like, oh, hey, you're back. Welcome back.
Yeah, definitely. Strauss like, yeah, I just wanted to get
Did
this.
you bring everybody else in with you, or just you?
I would tell you guys to stay in the car, but like maybe you see me, or maybe you could come in if you want. But I definitely don't want him to see 4 people come up.
Okay.
And I had a conversation
Yeah,
with him.
he's
so.
like, oh, were you able to get that 1400?
I pulled. You know what's funny about that? And like I was gonna say this, but I figured you pulled this little trick on me.
Hey, I'm playing him as he's written.
No, I totally get that. But like I pulling out a wallet, and what I was gonna say is he starts pulling out hundreds.
Yeah.
Just being like, yeah, man, I just want to get this taken care of, and he's like really carefully like 100, 200, 3, like pulling out, count up to 12 and then go to 13. But if he says 14, he just kind of 1400, 1500.
You see, he gets a big smile. He's like, sounds perfect. Thank you so much for your business. And he like gets underneath, and like you see him open up a box, and he hands you a key. He's just like, code to get in is 2285.
All right.
He's way too happy.
Oh yes.
As I like turn around, just one more thing. Do you know the name of the person who's supposed to be paying this?
No.
Just hasn't
Fortunately,
been paid?
the records don't have a name. They just it's rented
Thank
out.
you for your time.
So, It's like, actually, there was a phone number, but whenever I call the phone number, it's disconnected now. So just,
Do you happen to have that on hand?
yeah, it's 509 238
238.
7765.
And Strauss is like plugging this into his phone, just save it as a contact.
Okay.
Actually, he's saving it in the one that Wes gave him.
Okay.
Maybe if I talk to her again, I'll be like, hey, this is the only info I got.
Gotcha.
Let's figure
Okay.
this out.
Yeah, so you guys go to this green box. You open up the cage.
And is this like one of like the big storage units?
Yes.
Like, okay.
So inside of this green box is an antique table. There is a sofa bed, 2 plastic wrapped twin mattresses, 3 empty biohazard containers, 2 bags of quicklime, 2 new shovels, 4 pairs of work gloves,
Fuck.
a hat lamp, 14 empty quart-sized metal containers for gasoline
Okay.
with pour spouts.
Said 14 empty?
Yes. 2 empty gallon-sized plastic gasoline containers.
I'm going to need that list maybe in the future, but
Yeah,
I'm trying to write down the
I'll give
relevant
it to you.
bits.
3 newly minted keys taped together in a piece of cardboard.
Does the cardboard have anything written on it?
1206 Spooner.
Oh. Okay, I'll take those with us.
400 rounds of shotgun ammunition.
America.
2 new Mossberg shotguns with the serial numbers ground off.
Oh, I'm taking one of those.
I'm definitely
There
loading
is
those up.
Various fake identities made out for, and as you look through, it's Agent Rutzak. It's all of his fake identities.
Okay.
There is there's one that is a gas inspector and one for an assistant county coroner. So
Dude, there's what about now 5 or 6 ways to just get rid of bodies in this?
a Nikon F36 telephoto lens.
But we're not there, so I can't.
You guys,
No, yeah.
yeah, you guys are.
We're there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I just didn't want you talking to the guy.
Yeah.
A Nikon reflex camera.
So it was a Nikon camera and also a telephoto lens?
Yeah,
Okay.
looks like notes from Donnelly himself.
Oh, wow.
Taking those.
A box of 24 burned photographs.
Ooh.
And the crumbling 4-foot-long wooden coffin covered in dirt.
What?
And we'll see you next week.
What?
What makes you the devil?
Not like.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking around here at the end of the episode. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to sit down with everybody at the table and kind of get to know them a little bit better one-on-one. And, just ask them a couple questions and all that fun jazz. So this is our first one as I'm sitting down with Cody. Hey, Cody and I have known each other for quite a while. We met through Misha, his girlfriend at the time, now wife. I think the first time I met you was playing Pathfinder 1E when we did Rise of the Rune Lords. I think maybe a couple parties before that. But I remember we played that game, and I was like, this guy is fucking cool. I need to hang out with him more. And then I promptly didn't, because that's me.
Adulting.
So I wanted to just kind of say, like, what got you interested in trying tabletop games?
Honestly, it was a mix of Misha, who's just for everyone is another player. You'll see her interview in a bit. It was Misha kind of working at the comic book shop that she met. I believe she met you through, right?
Yeah.
And then and I've always been a gamer, video gamer. Always NES, Super Nintendo, all of it, and just it's my jam. I'm just all about that, especially RPGs. Like I was always into JRPGs, but strangely, I never got into tabletop because nobody ever invited me. So it was like this weird thing where it made sense for me to like this, but I just never was introduced. And so when it finally hit, and it was like, Misha was like, oh, you should try this with us. And I was really kind of reluctant at first because I was like, I don't really know what's fun. And then like we started, and it was just like amazing from there. All the rule sets, abilities, customization was like exactly what I was looking for. So yeah, it was really you starting a campaign. Like I wouldn't be here doing this if it wasn't for that you doing that game.
And I definitely remember after playing that, I was like, I need to get these people into another game. And we did a 5e campaign, and then we're currently doing a Pathfinder 2e home game as well. So it's good to be gaming with you guys again. My second question is, how did we first meet? But we kind of went over that. And the first game we played together was definitely Pathfinder 1e, Rise of the Rune Lords. We made it 3.5 books.
Yeah,
3.5 books.
decent.
And you guys got to like the ogre camp.
Yep.
That was the end of it. So I guess, why did you want to make a podcast? Like what? You know, I know we talked about it, but really, what is your reasoning for wanting to do this?
It's just like one of those things where you don't really do it. You don't really record and make content, but once you do, it's kind of addicting, and because then you get to share it, and like it's so exciting. So yeah, I think I made some YouTube videos back in the day, and like so this is just like, but I'm not the person to like do that and like, oh yeah, let's do it. And that's who you are. You're a very creative, you get it going, and like so I'm just kind of riding the coattails of that. So I'm just super glad that like through this I'm kind of like appreciative, and it's awesome just to be able to share this content. So that's really what I want to do.
Your YouTube videos are really good, man.
Yeah, thanks.
They were really good. I used to watch them because as someone who, like, I watch a lot of Dota. Like Cody and I think we really bonded over Dota 2. Yeah. Like that was kind of our we both found people who liked Dota 2 and not a whole lot of people did. And I'm terrible at the game. Like I'm fucking garbage at it. And I rarely understand a lot of strategies. So having somebody like Cody to break that down for me was very helpful.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I still, like, every morning when I wake up before the family, if it's on a weekend, I'll watch like Dream League or Beyond the Summit, whatever's on. I'll watch all that stuff. Try to keep up on the team. So
addicting things. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So why did you want to play Delta Green? Like, I know we originally pitched this maybe being like a Blades in the Dark campaign or something like that we were going to do, but then I ran Delta Green for my birthday with everybody and it stuck. So like, what was it about Delta Green that made you interested to want to keep trying it?
Well, one, I don't usually get into, I don't know, like horror video games are different, it feels like, where like this, I don't know, there's something about the theater of the mind that makes this more visceral somehow. It's more of a participation, where games are like a golden path, it's scripted, I don't know. Whereas, so like, there's definitely the horror intrigue of this, but it's also, the fact that it's more about RP, improv, and investigation than it is the crunchy numbers and the skills. So like that's normally my jam. I just love all the skills and crunchiness and like, oh yeah, give me those rules, give me that giant list of spells I can choose, customize, min max, let's go. But yeah, no, the being able to like flex that thing that I don't think I'm so good at, which is like improv and like, okay, let's investigate stuff. That is really cool. That I was like on board the first session we did.
Nice. So what drew you to your character concept that you had when you sat down and started thinking of the character you wanted to play for Delta Green? Like, what was it that made you like latch onto it?
Yeah, so I mean, so this is where I'm not as like creative as some of the others in this way, where like I don't have like a character concept that inspired me. But what I first did was like, what do we need on the team a little bit? So I get a feel for like, oh, we got a couple agents and we got like the human person, and I was like, I want the team to be more well-rounded, and I want to be able to have our team be able to like decrypt signals or like hack into something or like engineer. So I like. That makes it's fun to me when our team can do that. So then I want to fill that role first and foremost.
Okay.
And then so it started there, and I'm like, okay, what can I craft out of this character? And I can keep going. I don't know if you.
No, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So then it was like, okay, so I want this character, but this game inherently has you make flaws on your characters. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden I was like looking for, okay, what kind of flaws it would be, like a super paranoid, hacker that ended up finding Delta Green through, his paranoia of like, decrypting signals and catching waves that he wasn't supposed to. Mm-hmm. And so then it was like, okay, let's go from there. But then it was like, oh, maybe he's a doomsday prepared guy. He's got a cabin, his wires everywhere. He's like this weird mix of like, hillbilly meets like hyper tech, and so yeah, that's kind of where that came out of, and that makes sense because he doesn't want to be on the grid, that whole thing's on the dark web, but then he needs money, so he's a cybersecurity consultant to like fund that.
No, that was gonna be the next question. Is like, how did he evolve from your brain to the page? But you just answered it, so that's great. Did you do any like research or watch any sort of media to get inspiration for what you wanted to do, or?
That one I just kind of went with my own brain concept there. There's definitely not like a person that I can like even relate to this, even though like in movies there are like that type of thing.
Right.
But yeah, nothing really there.
It reminded me of this guy when I used to work at one of my companies. His name was Donovan, and he was like this amazing tech genius guy, and his passion was building statues for Burning Man. Like he would build metal statues to take the Burning Man, and that's all he gave a shit about. And he just like your kind of character reminded me of that. We're like,
Totally.
he didn't trust the government, didn't fucking care about anything. He owned like a ranch, and he just did metalworking so that he built some statue for Burning Man.
Shit, yeah,
So.
totally eccentric. Yeah, absolutely. That's perfect.
What do you like to do for fun?
Yeah, well, other than this, I play a lot of Dota. I really just pursue all the video games. Like I just kind of like hop from video game. That's really my main jam. It's a rainy day. I'm inside. There's a fire going. I'm playing video games. That's what's up.
Do you have any social media or any place that you want people to follow you on?
No, I got email. No, no, I don't. But I'll have some eventually. But yeah, no. For now, I'm just.
It's the worst place in the world. Social media is a parasite.
Yeah, I'm off Facebook. I have a stale LinkedIn, and that's pretty. But I don't worry about any of that. So that's,
exactly. All right. Well, Cody. Again, I'm really happy you're here. You are one of my favorite people to play with. I mean, I still tell people you are hands down like the best support person I've ever seen play in an RPG. Wow. Your cleric in our 5e game blew my mind. The amount of like. You awesome. Had it down to such a goddamn science, and I've never seen someone play a cleric as good as that in 5e.
Until I threw my star knife, and then it was useless.
No, but even then, like I loved like I still remember the moment when your character died, and then we had him like reborn through the blood of somebody else. That was so fun. That was
dope. Yeah, it was a Genasi or something.
And then you started getting like a cult following worshiping you. It was a blast.
That was
a
cool.
lot of fun.
That was cool. Yeah, for sure.
Well,
man.
I'm glad you're here, man, and thanks for sitting down with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Hey everybody, this is Chris here at the end of the episode real quick just to say thank you so much for listening so far. We had a bigger response than we expected to episode 0 and 1, and I'm hoping that carries on to this episode, but I won't know as I'm recording it right now. But again, we're so thankful for everyone that listened, who's given us feedback. We are very excited for what's to come and to be doing this together, and I hope it shows in the recordings and everything we've done. If you're liking the show, you've heard it a million times in other podcasts. If you could rate and review us on whatever you're listening to us on, that would be dope. We would really super appreciate that. We don't have a Patreon or a Discord or anything like that right now. That's not really in our purview. I should say I built a Discord, but I haven't invited anybody to it because I don't know if that interests people. So, but yeah. Just wanted to pop on here at the end of the episode, say thank you so much again. If you want to check us out, the show notes have our links to our social media. We're only really on Instagram. We have a Hive, but I don't know what the fuck to do on there. I'm not good at social media shit. So, yeah, thank you again. We'll see you next week for episode 3.